Yes, my viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Time for your lunchtime update. I know the lighting is not 100%, but you don't know how we do it, my peeps. Still gonna try and see if we can get in your lunchtime update. So I was reading an article a little earlier, and it was covering an interview that was done by former West Indies captain Jason Holder. And he was basically advising the bowlers to exercise caution, even though the pitch is expected to be bouncy and is expected to have a lot of carry. Going to talk about a few things that he said in that interview. Plus, I was also reading another article where an Australian journalist was talking about the West Indies bowling lineup and what to expect. So we're going to cover those couple of things, my peeps, as per usual. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. Later on, it's actually tomorrow evening that the game will start. So let us see what the former captain Jason Holder is saying. As we know, the pitch over there, I think they're going to be playing the first test match at Perth. It's expected to be bouncy, expect to have a lot of carry, which is very, very far from what we have in the Caribbean. And Jason Holder is rightfully so cautious going in. And according to him, the bowlers need to show restraint and they need to be patient when bowling to the Australian batsmen, especially to the ones that are extremely experienced. People at the top of the order like David Warner and Steve Smith and these guys, they need to be very cautious and need to be very patient when searching for wickets. I mean, we haven't won a series, I think, over there in the last 25 years, if I'm not mistaken. We haven't won anything over there in the last 25 years, so we got to be careful. And I have a couple of jottings here in terms of what Jason Holder said in his interview, so we're going to take a look at that and see what you guys think about it. So this is what he's saying, and I quote: "People get carried away seeing a lot of carry and bounce when you go to places like Australia." So that is the first thing he's saying. We don't want to get carried away, even though there's going to be a lot of carry and bounce. Pace bowlers need to be cautious, need to be careful. He's saying that we need to find the right length and what is suitable for the wicket. So even though it's going to be pacey, and when you're a pace bowler, it's very encouraging when you get a wicket that is giving you some help, but you still need to make sure that you find the right length on it, because if you go there and the length is not right, you will be punished. It's a reason why the Australians have the pitches like that. Obviously their batsmen are comfortable on it, their bowlers they are going to be comfortable bowling on it also. So our batsmen especially need to be very, 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 very careful. But as Jason Holder is saying, the bowlers need to be careful and cautious, because as I said, if they were not comfortable batting on that pitch or on those type of surfaces, they wouldn't prepare it like that. And generally speaking, that is how the pitches are like. They're very bouncy and very very true. So they got to be careful, and the bowlers with their length over there. You understand? Jason Holder is also saying that we need to know when to attack and when to defend. When we have a team on the back foot, the bowlers need to know when to attack, need to know when the batsmen are on top of us, and know that, all right, they are on top of us. Let us stick to this starter line, let us stick to this starter length, and see if we can get through the next probably 5, 6, 7, 10 overs without giving away too many runs. That is how test cricket is, my viewers and subscribers. Generally speaking, you want to try and get 20 wickets to try and win the game, but from time to time during the game, you're going to have a situation or scenarios where you need to just try and go on the defensive. You understand? And Jason Holder, having captain and he has been playing for a while now, he definitely understands that. He's also saying that we need to understand the context and scenarios. Same thing that I was saying of the different phases of the game. So if we are in a phase of the game where the bowlers are just getting pummeled, we probably need to shift from an attacking line and say, all right, let us go defensive and see how we go from there. He's also saying that it's also important important to make sure that you know, that we are working hard in the field. So the bowlers are going to be doing their thing, but the fielders need to make sure that when the bowlers are there, we're backing them up, and we are definitely not giving away too many runs, making sure that the batsmen are working hard for their runs, simply put. So the bowlers are doing their thing, the batsmen going to be trying to score, the Australians that is, but we need to make sure that they are working hard for their runs, not giving away simple runs, not dropping catches and stuff like that. You know, he was also asked about himself whether or not he's going to be available to bowl. We would have seen in the warm-up games where, you know, we didn't really see much of him. He was saying that he's fit and he's okay, he's available to bowl. Don't know if he's carrying a little niggle, but he's available to bowl based on what he's saying. And you know, he also spoke about the different bowlers, saying that Alzarri Joseph is the enforcer, guy that is bowling regular in the high 140s. He's going to be happy to he's happy to bowl on those sort of surfaces. You understand? He's going to enforce for us, so the fielders just need to back him up and make sure that they are doing their part of the work. Also, you know, spoke about Jaden Seals, talking about his skill set, moving the ball around and you know, holding to a good line and length. And we know Kemar Roach stay already, my peeps. His experience, his skill will be very important for us. You know, we know how good he is at you know, coming around the wicket and setting up the left-handed batsmen. You know, so David Warner, he will probably be somebody that Roach will be looking to work out. I think head, Travis said, if I'm not mistaken, but left-handed. Could be wrong based on my memory. Not sure if Khawaja is going to be playing. You know, I was reading something earlier on Khawaja, you know, I saw where they were posting that he is probably one of the most mistreated cricketers going around. You know, probably he's not going to play, but you know, we're definitely backing Kemar Roach to work out a plan for us. So, you know, as I said, Jason Holder is definitely looking forward to the bowling on the surface there, but rightfully so, exercising caution and letting the bowlers know that they need to be careful in terms of going out there and getting carried away. Now, we're not the only ones that are looking forward to the test. I was reading an article that was written by an Australian journalist, and he was pointing out the fact that the West Indians going in might be underdogs, but you know, we have a talented bowling unit there that could give the batsmen a little bit of hurry, and they pinpoint 4 bowlers in particular: Jaden Seals, Kemar Roach, Alzarri Joseph, and I think they said Jason Holder. You know, they were saying these bowlers, they definitely need to keep an eye on them. They weren't too worried about Rastan Chase and Kyle Mayers and those guys, you know, but they were talking especially about Kemar Roach, Jaden Seals, Alzarri Joseph especially, and Jason Holder going out there and, you know, putting together the experience with the hostility of Alzarri Joseph and the skill set of, you know, the other guys to really try and work over the Australian batsmen. And they didn't say work them over, they basically said that these guys could give the Australians a little bit of hurry. So I don't know if they are thinking we can't do any damage, but we're going to keep a close eye on it, my peeps. We're going to leave it right here so for now, you know, because you don't know how the lunchtime updates them go already. We just sneak in, give you guys the video and sneak out. Big up on yourselves, eh?